what has happened, I do keep mentioning this woke mentality because I think it's devastating, not just for the world, I think it's, and freedom of speech, etc. It's devastating for the people, particularly the young people that go down this road. They're being scammed. They're being told they're victims. In other words, they're being told they're powerless, in effect. They're being told to be offended. And they're being told to be offended for a simple reason. When you have a situation which we're now reached, where being offended trumps freedom of speech, then the more people you can get to be offended about more subjects, the more excuses you have to silence free speech about those subjects. So these young people who are being mesmerized by this woke propaganda, this woke software program, I would call it, are actually simply being used as assets to destroy freedom of speech, vehicles to destroy freedom of speech. So let's look at this thing. Now, you must be offended. What you've said has offended me. Oh, really? Now, let's just take that sentence and break it down. What you've just said, okay, so my right to have my opinion has, what has it done? It's offended me. Now, offended you. Therefore, you have taken the decision to be offended. Do you know you can take another decision, which is not to be offended? Because you being offended is not the result of what you say has offended you. It's the result of you making the choice to be offended. And I do have to laugh. I chuckle to myself sometimes when I see people in interviews saying what they're offended about. If they had have been standing by my shoulder over a period of decades, they would know what it's like to be offended if they chose to be offended. When you can't walk down any street without being laughed at, when people are constantly ridiculing you on the internet, when comedians are using your name just to get a joke, no joke necessary, just your name. I had every frickin' right to be deeply offended by being treated like that. I wasn't. Why? Because if I had been, I would be giving my power to that which was abusing me. I refused to do that. I am in my power, and I will choose how I respond to what's thrown at me. I will not respond in a way that gives my power away, which is being offended. You know, I'm offended. Well, choose not to be. End of story.